My first acting gig, like on television, period, it was probably something I did by myself. Back when I was in Moreno Valley, I shot a short before I got to film school. That was the first thing I did. I did have the lead role. It was fun, but when I wrote it, I wasn't supposed to be in it at all. One of my homeboys backed out. The person I actually had as a lead role. So I was like, well, if you was ever gonna try this, why not? So that's how it was. The first thing I booked on television was I Am Homicide back January of 2016. I booked it back then, and it came out right after I graduated. The first network TV show was The Quad, and I booked that right before I graduated college. Because, I mean, when you early on in your career, you're just happy to get something. So for me, I was like, oh, I booked a pilot. Like, this is crazy. And then when I found out who I was working with, Sterling Milan, he was a CAU graduate too. So I was like, oh, this is perfect. He's in the film department and everything. Like, this is cool. And when I got there, it was so much fun. I had a lot to do. It was fun. I felt like it wasn't just one of those slots where you only had one line. I actually had work to do. So it was super dope. Yeah, working with Rob Hardy was a dream come true. Coming from HBCU, you that's what you want. Like, I want to be Rob Hardy. Like, acting wise, that's all great, and that's going to be what it is. But I've always been interested in production. So to see somebody come and bring back opportunities for HBCU students and bring a show to an HBCU, and I was currently a student at a HBCU when I booked it, it was like, come on, man. Like, Rob, I still want to be him. It's dope. Everybody, Felicia, everybody. My most exciting acting gig to date. Part of me wants to say Blue Bloods.
And what made it exciting?
Working with Ernie Hudson, and Blue Bloods was one of those experiences where you get to watch something that you grew up watching, and now you're here, 8 seasons in. And you get to be on the show. Back when this show came out, you couldn't even grow a mustache. I still can't really grow a mustache like that. But coming to the show and experiencing stuff like that, it was insane. My favorite movie is Creed.
Really?
Yeah, my favorite movie is Creed. Growing up, obviously, we didn't have a Rocky. I'm 24. So my Rocky was Michael B. Jordan. It was Creed. That was the first film where I watched and I felt like I could conquer the entire world. You know what I mean? Right. So it was definitely Creed. Creed is definitely up there with some of the best movies I've ever felt emotionally tied to. And there's others, obviously, but right now that's definitely at the top of the list. I watch that whenever I'm down. It picks me back up for sure. I feel like the superheroes that they have, I couldn't play. I can't play Black Panther. I can't play Blade. I think the people that played them were so iconic that if you step somebody else into there, Wesley Snipes is like one of my favorite actors. Okay. So I don't even want to touch like anything he's ever done. Like, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think I could play.
Oh my God.
I could play a superhero, but they'd have to like custom make. If I had to create my own superhero name, me. Hopefully I ain't got to put on no tights.
You definitely got to wear the black.
I would want to be Luke Cage type character. You know what I mean? Like, bulletproof. I think that's dope, man. I feel like the whole concept of Luke Cage. I mean, I would if I had to choose a superhero that I would most want to be like, I would have to say Luke Cage. I feel like Luke Cage is Luke Cage, man. But I feel like I have a lot of passions. I'm in my master's for creative writing. I went to film school. Acting is just the thing that's giving me the platform. And it's not the thing to diminish acting. I love acting. In fact, it's the only thing I've done in my life that's felt as natural as anything else I've ever tried. And I know for a fact it's what I'm supposed to be doing for the rest of my life. But in these down moments where I'm not booked, that's when I fill my time with writing and directing. And that's what I love to do also. So why acting? Because God said so. I feel like I wouldn't have had the success that I've had in this span of time if I wasn't supposed to be doing it. I don't feel like it feel the way it feels when I do it if I wasn't supposed to be doing it. And I don't think I'd be able to do the things I'm capable of now if I wasn't being obedient to what he tells me to do. And I'm going to keep acting until he tells me to stop. The Chris Brown thing, I've been hearing every day since 7th grade, and I'm very used to it. I don't have a problem when people, you know, point it out. I do have a problem when people make a big deal, like try to record me without my consent, or after I tell them, yeah, I know, I didn't pick my face, but yeah, my name is Terayle, nice to meet you, and then they just continue on. It's just kind of like people have the misconception that I'm using it in any kind of way. I'm a huge fan of his. I want to meet him. I want to work with him. I would love to play like his little brother at some point or something. That'd be cool. Somebody write that. But other than that, no, I'm not like walking around faking the funk or trying to pretend or use his likeness or stuff like that. I feel like I have my own likeness. I've had my face for 24 years. You know what I mean? And I feel like I have my own talents and abilities. I can't dance. I'm not 6'3". My tattoo stopped right about here. I'm a lot broker. So, you know, it's just, you know, when people have seen me for the first time, I can't get mad at them for their reaction. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, you resemble him. Yeah, but my name is Terayle. Nice to meet you. And if you continue on, then it's just kind of like it gets a little disrespectful. It's like, I told you my name. I told you my answer to, you know. But again, there's no personal issue with him. I'm a huge fan. I want to work with him. Like, I think he's dope. You know what I mean? I've been hearing his name every day. Why not? What's going on, everybody? This is Terayle, and you're rolling out.